Believing in oneself is not simply an emotion, it's a unique ability, a deep way of looking at life, and a certain truth that you discover about yourself. Your level of self-confidence has a big impact on how much you accomplish. Your goals and dreams can be silently ruined if you don't believe in yourself. Consider how frequently innate talent, capable of great things, is stifled by uncertainty and anxiety. We are trying to figure out how to be the best versions of ourselves amid this challenge. I want to start by saying thank you for watching this video. By practicing Stoicism, you are already taking steps to improve your life. If this is your first time viewing, please remember to subscribe and like. In order to get updates, please subscribe and click the bell if you find value in these words. Let's first explore the true meaning of self-confidence. Self-confidence is a result of accepting and knowing who you are. It does not just happen. According to Stoic philosophy, self-confidence arises from being aware of, accepting of, and making the most of one's strengths and weaknesses. According to this age-old wisdom, genuine confidence is something we discover within ourselves rather than something that results from other people's approval or compliments. The renowned Stoic philosopher Epictetus advised against worrying about things beyond our control and in favor of focusing on altering our attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors. We become stronger and more resilient when we approach life's challenges with this style of thinking. Sincerity is a crucial component of self-reliance. Being truthful about your identity, values, and deepest desires is crucial. Living by your own principles rather than what other people think of you fosters a solid sense of inner stability and serenity, which is essential for developing genuine confidence. Developing self-awareness and self-evaluation are also crucial to gaining confidence. Looking inward allows us to recognize our areas of weakness and take pride in our accomplishments. This never-ending process of learning and development gives us confidence in our abilities and helps us face our fears. Another essential component of confidence is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and adversities. Stoicism encourages us to view setbacks as chances to grow and learn. We become stronger and better equipped for the future when we accept and learn from our mistakes rather than running away from them. Ultimately, action is the key to building self-confidence. The Stoics believed that using ideas is more important than just thinking about them. Thus, strive to put these concepts into practice each day by overcoming your fears, taking courageous actions, and leading a life consistent with your convictions. You'll gain genuine, long-lasting confidence. Getting to know oneself is the first step. Examine the true meaning of self-awareness. Stoic self-examination is about understanding who you really are at your core, not only about examining yourself as you gain self-confidence. It matters more who you truly are than what you are capable of. Renowned Stoic philosopher Epictetus advises us to examine ourselves carefully and identify our actual fears and motivations. This sincere and profound self-awareness is the foundation of true confidence in oneself. Let's consider the significance of having a deep understanding of oneself. It goes beyond simply being aware of your advantages and disadvantages. You also need to understand how these relate to your beliefs. This is the central tenet of Stoicism. Genuine self-assurance arises from this alignment. How is this applicable to our day-to-day lives? Begin by considering your first responses in difficult situations. Consider whether you are acting on impulse or in accordance with your true beliefs. These ordinary decisions, where you behave based on your honesty and self-awareness rather than out of fear or want to impress, are the seeds of self-confidence. Consider your options before acting. Pause to ask yourself, is this really me and what I believe? You're being authentic and boosting your confidence each time you make a deliberate decision. Recall that understanding oneself is a fundamental but important first step toward developing confidence. It requires patience, time, and most of all, self-honesty. Along the way, you'll come face to face with some harsh realities as well as some hidden talents and qualities. Recognize that it's acceptable to occasionally feel vulnerable and to not know everything as you come to know yourself. For personal development, it's critical to understand your boundaries and be comfortable with uncertainty. This kind of acceptance gives you the confidence to attempt new things and opens doors to experiences that alter your perspective on the world and yourself. Understanding how powerful your ideas and beliefs are, how you perceive events, how you speak to yourself, and how your self-perception and talents actually impact your confidence are all important aspects of becoming aware of who you are. You can start to change if you start asking yourself questions and engaging in constructive self-talk. Having an appreciation for your feelings is another aspect of being self-aware. Your emotions can reveal a lot about your fears and what really important to you. You can discover a lot about what drives you and your true desires if you pay attention to your emotions and comprehend the reasons behind them. Being true to yourself, upholding your morals, and remaining true to who you are ultimately the results of knowing who you are. It's not always simple to do this, particularly when there are expectations from others. But when you stay loyal to who you are, you become more self-assured and build deeper, more sincere relationships with other people. In conclusion, developing great confidence requires a solid grasp of oneself. You get better at getting along with people, understanding who you are, and developing fresh perspectives on the world as you begin to learn more about yourself. During this process, each step you take makes you a better version of yourself. It all comes down to realizing that there are things we can't control. This encourages us to focus more on our abilities in areas of strength. This kind of thinking helps us feel more autonomous and in charge because it demonstrates that even though there are things in life beyond our control, we can always decide how we will react. In practical terms, this can entail letting go of grudges from the past or anxieties about the future. Realizing that while there is nothing we can do to change the past or forecast the future, there are things we can do to enhance our lives now. Additionally, the secret to developing confidence is to treat yourself with kindness, particularly in the face of setbacks. Understanding that mistakes are inevitable and that learning from them keeps you focused and enables you to proceed with intention. Ultimately, embracing things allows you to live a more truthful life. You'll have more energy to live authentically and pursue your passions when you give up attempting to control the things you can't. Living with honesty and a defined objective makes life more gratifying and fulfilling, and confidence naturally rises as a result. One of the best ways to gain confidence is to accept the things you cannot alter and focus on the ones you can. It teaches you to be mindful of what you do and to find contentment in the knowledge that while there are things beyond your control, you still have the ability to influence how you respond. You gain wisdom, composure, and confidence in this way, which makes your life richer and more meaningful. Being well-focused entails disregarding everything else and concentrating on what matters most. According to Stoic philosophy, a lot of what makes our lives good depends on our priorities. Making sensible decisions about what is and is not worth our energy is key. Our thoughts influence our lives, as stated by Marcus Aurelius. Regular practice and self-control are necessary for learning to pay attention to what is truly important. With so many outside distractions, it can be challenging to stay focused. Stoic techniques can be very helpful in this situation because they train your mind to ignore unimportant details, which improves your ability to concentrate on your true objectives. Determine what's grabbing your attention before you try to avoid distractions, such as social media, excessive stress, or trying to satisfy everyone. Once these have been identified, take concrete action to lessen their impact. This can entail setting aside time to avoid using technology or developing the ability to refuse requests that conflict with your values. Certain activities can also help you become more focused. Practicing meditation is an excellent technique to train your mind to focus on the present moment. Asking yourself, what is the main thing I need to finish today, can help you choose what is truly important to do each day. Maintaining this concentration will help you live your life on your terms and will make everything you do more deliberate. Recall that being focused is a manner of life, not merely a skill. Finding inner tranquility is crucial for feeling secure, and it also helps you accomplish more when you focus on what matters most and ignore everything else. Stoics view the value of focus in this way. This brings you to the halfway point of the video. If you're new here, kindly subscribe to the channel and like the video. I kindly request that you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell if this content has been helpful to you. According to statistics, a very small portion of my readership is channel subscribers. I also respectfully request that you post a comment, since it greatly enhances my channel. Simply add mind over body in your remark if you are at a loss for words, so that I know you have read this far. Returning to the video now. Fourth piece of advice. Become more resilient. One of the most important lessons that Stoicism imparts to us is that resilience is a skill that can be developed. Stoic resilience is the ability to see obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than just getting by during difficult times. Learning from mistakes is crucial to Stoicism. As Seneca once remarked, "It's not what happens to you, but how you handle it that truly shows who you are." In reality, every challenge or challenging circumstance contains a hidden lesson. Rather than giving up in the face of adversity, ask yourself, what can this teach me? This style of thinking makes every setback a learning opportunity and makes you more resilient. Stoic resilience, or the ability to meet adversity head-on without backing down, is what it truly means to be resilient. You get stronger and more self-assured each time you overcome an obstacle or face a fear. Remember that being resilient is about learning to take advantage of adversity rather than just surviving it. Using resilience on a daily basis can take many forms. It could involve tackling a major task like getting over a setback or undertaking a task you've been putting off. Think stoically in every circumstance. It matters not what occurs, but rather how you respond to it. Thus, when you face adversity, do it with confidence, knowing that every challenge presents a chance for personal growth and fortification. Stoic resilience is about transforming adversity into opportunities for growth and turning obstacles into opportunities for action. You'll discover that your confidence is growing more than ever if you remain firm. Acceptance and the realization that things won't always be easy or fair, but also the knowledge that we can overcome adversity, are other aspects of resilience. Accepting that difficult situations are a part of life and that we are resilient enough to face them instead of giving up is the goal of this acceptance. Furthermore, exercising Stoic strength entails looking beyond the immediate issues at hand. Issues present a chance to plan forward and see how these challenging times might contribute to your future development. Another great strategy to strengthen your resilience is to practice gratitude. Even in difficult circumstances, you can maintain your optimism by focusing on your possessions rather than your shortcomings. This thankfulness enables you to view challenges as chances to grow and learn. Strength increases when it is supported by others and a community. Being around by individuals who understand and support you is incredibly beneficial when things are difficult. These relationships reassure you that you're not alone in your struggles and can help you feel better. To sum up, Stoic resilience requires a commitment to continuous improvement. It entails viewing every event, no matter how good or bad, as a chance to learn more about both the world and yourself. With this mindset, you can accept the highs and lows of life and have faith that you can overcome any challenge and succeed in the end. To sum up, living a life of Stoic resilience is a great way to live. It teaches us how to deal with adversity, grow from it, and use it to propel ourselves forward and gain confidence. In addition to assisting us in overcoming obstacles, resilience also increases our strength, intelligence, and self-assurance. Tip number 5. Develop your humility. It's simple to appear overly proud while attempting to project confidence, but genuine confidence doesn't have to be haughty. Among the best traits one may possess is humility, which is central to the Stoic philosophy. You cannot learn anything new if you believe you already know everything, as Epictetus pointed out. You may grow, learn, and establish genuine connections with people when you are humble. Realizing your own limitations and respecting the wisdom and worth of others is what it means to choose between humility and hubris, not between weakness and power. A humble person understands that there is always more to learn and room for improvement, regardless of their level of experience or talent. According to Epictetus, humility means realizing your own worth and realizing that you are not the most significant person in the world, not about putting yourself down. It can be challenging to practice humility on a daily basis, particularly when people are more concerned with appearances than with the true nature of things. Make an effort to speak less and listen more, to respect the opinions of others, and to acknowledge that you are not always correct. Give credit to others when you accomplish something properly as well. Never forget that everyone you meet has experiences and knowledge that you do not. You can steadily and enduringly increase your confidence by developing your humility. You get more approachable, adaptable, and interestingly, people start to value and adore you more. Being genuinely humble enhances your relationships with others in addition to making you a better person. Thus, practice humility. It's the Stoic path to true, profound confidence. Seeing and appreciating the accomplishments and positive traits of others is another aspect of humility. By doing this, we not only demonstrate our appreciation for them, but also help them understand how they individually bring something unique and worthwhile to the table. This enables us to appreciate the unique qualities that make each individual unique and the fact that one person's accomplishment does not diminish that of another. Admitting our limitations and the fact that we occasionally require assistance from someone with greater experience or knowledge is a sign of humility. It's not a sign of weakness, but of strength. Our connections and personal development are strengthened when we are willing to collaborate and learn from others. Being humble also entails taking stock of our own behavior, admitting when we're mistaken, and making an effort to make things right. It's crucial for personal development. Sincere self-evaluation of this kind, which takes into account both our talents and shortcomings, is a key to developing genuine confidence. Being thankful for what we have, our friends and family, and the opportunities that come our way are all part of this. It assists us in concentrating on what matters most. This thankfulness helps us feel like we're a part of a bigger group by keeping us linked to the world and other people. In conclusion, having humility is a crucial Stoic trait for fostering strong, long-lasting confidence. It supports us in treating people with respect and honesty, learning from others and our environment constantly, and appreciating ourselves without being overly self-indulgent. Being humble improves us as individuals and contributes to a more compassionate, courteous, and interconnected environment. Try to listen more and speak less. Show respect for other people's opinions, and acknowledge that you don't always have to be correct, especially in situations where people are more concerned with appearances than actuality. Give credit to others when you accomplish something successfully. Never forget that everyone you meet has experiences and knowledge that you do not. A steady and long-lasting foundation for confidence is established when you work on your humility. You start to be more approachable and adaptable, and strangely, more people start to value and appreciate you. Being genuinely humble enhances your relationships with others in addition to making you a better person. Thus, practice humility. It's the Stoic path to true, deep confidence. Seeing and appreciating the accomplishments and positive traits of others is another aspect of humility. By doing this, we not only demonstrate our appreciation for them, but also help them understand how they individually bring something unique and worthwhile to the table. This enables us to appreciate the unique qualities that make each individual unique, and the fact that one person's accomplishment does not diminish that of another. Admitting our limitations and the fact that we occasionally require assistance from someone with greater experience or knowledge is a sign of humility. It's not a sign of weakness, but of strength. Our connections and personal development are strengthened when we are willing to collaborate and learn from others. Being humble also entails taking stock of our own behavior, admitting when we're mistaken, and making an effort to make things right. It's crucial for personal development. Sincere self-evaluation of this kind, which takes into account both our talents and shortcomings, is a key to developing genuine confidence. Being thankful for what we have, our friends and family, and the opportunities that come our way are all part of this. It assists us in concentrating on what matters most. This thankfulness helps us feel like we're a part of a bigger group by keeping us linked to the world and other people. In conclusion, having humility is a crucial Stoic trait for fostering strong, long-lasting confidence. It encourages us to treat people with respect and honesty, to always learn from others and our surroundings, and to enjoy ourselves without thinking too much about ourselves. Being humble improves us as individuals and contributes to a more compassionate, courteous, and interconnected environment. The sixth tip is to be aware of your personal convictions and live by them. Living a life consistent with your core values is the first step toward achieving genuine and long-lasting confidence. Knowing what you believe is not enough, you also need to live by it every day. This entails staying loyal to who you are, which is something that Stoics value highly. Epictetus famously observed that doing the right thing requires more than just talking about doing it. Personal values are vital. They are akin to a compass that guides your decisions, actions, and life's direction. Consider the values that are most important to you, such as bravery, kindness, honesty, or loyalty. Decide what your basic beliefs are. Then make a commitment to live by them. When you live an honest life, your words and deeds reflect your principles and convictions. It's challenging, particularly when people pressure you to defy your beliefs, but you feel better about yourself each time you decide to follow your convictions rather than the easy route. You demonstrate to yourself the validity and significance of your views in your life. Start small in your daily life to align your behaviors with your moral convictions. If you value honesty, you should always tell the truth, even when it's challenging. Help others, and try to be kind, even when no one else notices, if you truly care about being kind. Making these little but meaningful changes in your life can help you become the person you want to be. Recall that living up to your ideals is a journey, not a destination. Even though mistakes are inevitable, it's crucial to acknowledge them and learn from them. Setting and upholding your own principles makes you a role model for others, as well as more self-assured in your own right. A happy, meaningful, and self-assured existence is largely dependent on staying true to your ideals. Living a life that aligns with your values entails speaking the truth to others, honoring your word, and acting in a way that communicates your priorities. Not only does it bring you personal serenity, but it also increases other people's faith in you. Being accountable for your actions and the outcomes they bring about is another aspect of living a life consistent with your principles. By owning up to your errors and making corrections on a regular basis, you demonstrate your commitment to your principles. Taking the time to reflect on your decisions and actions is crucial, because it helps you make sure that your activities are in line with your ideals. This routine inspection is a great approach to keep developing and getting better. The seventh bit of advice is to always be grateful. Gratitude practice is essential to Stoicism and self-confidence developing. It's important to cherish the little things in life in addition to the major ones, and to express gratitude for both. Commence each day by naming 3 things for which you are thankful. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "When you wake up in the morning, think about what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, and to love." It may be anything as basic as a bright day, a delicious cup of coffee, or a loved one's smile. By focusing on what you have instead of what you lack, this exercise helps you develop a happy outlook. Recognizing other people's efforts is another aspect of gratitude. Recognize the help and generosity you get from friends, family, and even complete strangers. By thanking them, you fortify your bonds with them and create a network of support around you. Gratitude also includes understanding the difficulties you encounter. Consider them as chances to learn and develop rather than as roadblocks. This way of looking at things helps you become more resilient, while also helping you comprehend and value life's intricacies. The 8th aim is to welcome inquiry and learning. As you increase your knowledge and abilities, your confidence rises. A Stoic approach to education emphasizes curiosity about both the outside world and oneself in addition to intellectual pursuits. Epictetus' assertion that only the educated are free highlights the value of education. Make a daily commitment to learning something new. It could be an insight, a technique, or a fact. Your mind is kept busy and engaged by this constant learning, which also makes it easier for you to adjust to new circumstances. Being open to diverse points of view is another aspect of curiosity. Engage in conversation with individuals who hold contrasting opinions and experiences. This will help you learn empathy and appreciation for differences in addition to expanding your horizons. Recall that learning is a lifetime endeavor. There is always more to learn, and every bit of information you acquire boosts your self-assurance and wisdom. To sum up, developing Stoicism-based self-confidence entails living a life of personal convictions, being resilient, being humble, and welcoming lifelong learning and curiosity. These ideas help you live a richer, stronger, and more self-assured life where obstacles become opportunities and everyday presents a chance to do better. A genuine and robust sense of confidence comes from making decisions about and adhering to your unique ideals. It provides direction and purpose to your existence. You better yourself and others when you behave in accordance with your values. This commitment to your principles results in a confident, meaningful existence that is fulfilling. Please like and comment on this message if you found it helpful. Your actions will aid the algorithm in suggesting it to someone who might be in need of it right now. If you browse through the videos we've already released, you're sure to find something to bring with you, and that will also assist you in developing a Stoic attitude. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any new videos.